UFC Fight Night Adesanya versus Imavov is happening next weekend. I'm going to give my predictions of the whole card, starting with Adesanya versus Imavov. No one's going to like this, but I'm choosing Imavov. I'll go through it. So as we can see, they're both similar height. Adesanya is from New Zealand. uh, Imavov is from Russia. I thought it was France, in all honesty. He's not 6'4". He's about 6'3" and all, maybe 6'2". DDP is 6'1". He's not 6'3", 4 even. He was an inch taller than him. He's 6'2". Imavov is probably about 6'2" and all. I don't know. With these UFC heights, they just add an inch on. Maybe if add an inch on me, then I'll be 6 foot. You know what I'm saying? Similar reach. Well, not similar reach at all. Like, the reach disadvantages are always on Adesanya's side because he's long as fuck. But let's get in the breakdown. So Adesanya's a long, rangy kickboxer as usual. Uses kicks really well, fakes kicks, then uses kicks to switch his stances and try and look cool, do his gay anime stuff. Uses his head movement really well off the cage, trying to look cool and all. He's an overrated counter striker. I'm gonna say that he's not that good of a counter striker at all. He has got a good jab cross, a really good jab cross, a really fucking good jab cross. It's slow, but it works. But he leaves his right hand out there, and I do think Imavov will get over the top of that. And in this fight, his straight body shots that he used in DDP, this is a key in this fight. You need to use them, because if you don't, Imavov is gonna, you have to mix it up against Imavov. You need to go body, head, leg kick. You know what I'm saying? You need to mix it all together. So, keys to victory are obviously his fakes. This is keys to victory for Adesanya. Obviously his fakes, his jab, his leg kicks, and his body punches. And Phil Hawes did use this effectively against Imavov. This is one of his first losses on his career. But Phil also had wrestling. Now we're going to go on Imavov. Leg kicks, vulnerability. He gets his leg chewed up in practically every fight, which is not good against Adesanya. He will kick out your legs and do absolutely nothing with it. He out-jabbed Jared Cannonier. He got out-jabbed by Cannonier even. Jared Cannonier literally out-jabbed him with a 5-inch reach of disadvantage. Not like this means much, because so did Adesanya. But I do think for this fight, because these are both used to fighting short opponents, I do think they're going to struggle a little bit with each other. I think the first round's going to be really fucking boring, by the way. It's just going to be leg kicks from either guy. Also, Imavov cannot get into the leg kick battle with Adesanya. He'll probably beat him. I don't think Jan Blachowicz is like Imavov. Jan Blachowicz beat Adesanya fair and square, despite of what Joe Rogan have you believe. As well, he has a stiff jab. This is Imavov still. Have you ever sparred before someone who's tall and has just power and they just jab you and just don't want to do anything else? That's the most annoying shit ever. He's essentially that sort of guy. Cannonier was jab crossing him because his defense is poor. Imavov. Jared did count. Alright. Although Imavov doesn't counter, doesn't check leg kicks, he does counter them with straight shots, which would be great against Adesanya. He should be using that. A body kick as well. He countered it with. He also dropped Cannonier, but it was more of a slip. Also, another key highlight on highlight for Imavov is he does have a good wrestling base. He has grappled against lesser opponents and gotten their back. Adesanya throughout his career has had a problem of people getting the back. Vettori got his back. Robert Whittaker got his back. DDP got his back and finished him. So I'll highlight this morning the Jared Cannonier fight. He slipped Jared's southpaw jab and went down for a takedown. Got it and controlled him for the rest of the fight. He had his hooks in too, so it wasn't just It wasn't just had back control. He had his hooks in. He had to pull back. If he actually tried to go for a rear naked, he actually did. He did. Jared Kennedy defended it really well, which Adesanya doesn't, by the way. And he had back control for the whole fight. Imavov did. So yeah. So key to victory for Imavov are his boxing, his wrestling. He needs to check kicks, and he needs to counter them with his punches. So he needs to check, counter with a straight, or step in with a straight. Because I'm telling you now, when you listen to Adesanya's kicks from the cage side cameras, they sound nasty. And I'm not glazing because I don't like Adesanya, but I'm saying that much. You know what? I might go with Imavov as an underdog. Yeah, let me look at odds. Yeah, they're not even out yet. I'm going with Imavov. Adesanya showed poor boxing defense. Imavov is on a good run now. I do worry for his gas tank, but he was grappling in these situations, and we all know the person who's going to be grappling in this fight is Imavov, not Adesanya. And it's not as bad gassing out as it's not as bad gassing out grappling with a good position than gassing out defending bad positions. So I'm gonna go with Imavov via decision, which was gonna come back and bite me in the ass because they will rob him. I've got a feeling they are gonna rob him. You know what? His elbows are also something good. So if Imavov has him on the cage, off the clinch and elbow something would be class from him. As well, I need to mention this just in the video at some point for this fight. Phil Hawes beat him using fakes and leg kicks with a long guard. That is like an Adesanya what did does, but Adesanya's longer than Phil Hawes. Yeah. He really needs to box with Adesanya. He needs to box and wrestle. He needs to mix them up both together. He needs to not get involved in the leg kick battle. He needs to check them and step through them. If he wants to kick the leg now and then, go for it. But Adesanya will return fire, and it will literally just be like kick me back, kick me back. You know what I'm saying? So you need to jab, wrestle, back control, and I could see a finish for Imavov using wrestling submissions. He does has good submissions. He has got an armbar in the past. He almost rear-naked that's a new word I've miscreated, haven't I? He almost choked out, not choked out, but he almost got a choke on Cannonier. Yeah, I think he's got this. When he's got back control, he needs to go for submissions. And watch it in this fight. If he has back control and does nothing with it, watch it be, he's not doing damage here, so he's not winning. Okay then. So by that same logic then, Peter Yan should have beat Aljamain Sterling. Volkanovski should have beat Islam Makhachev, if you're using that same logic. But they won't, because if it's a star. Control time only matters if there's a star involved. So it always works out for the company in some sort of way. So I'm choosing Imavov. I'm going to go 48-47 decision. I think Adesanya will win the first round. It'll be very boring, this first round. Second round, Adesanya will be winning the first half, and then Imavov will pick it up. The third round, I reckon Adesanya will get it. No, Imavov will get it. Imavov gets better as that fight goes on. He does. You can see that with in the Jared Cannonier fight. The one before that with Brendan. No, the one he just had with Brendan Allen. He didn't look good in that fight, but he does get better as the fight goes on. He does have good grappling. He needs to use it in this fight. I don't care if he grapples him for the first 3 rounds and lands good damage, and then the last 2 rounds he gets the legs chewed off, because he's probably won them 3 rounds. But I think it'll be more of a kickboxing fight this, and I do think Imavov will win this if he uses boxing in his wrestling. But we'll move on to the core main event of Shara Bullet versus Michael Venom Page. I'm going to call him MVP because I can't be asked saying his whole name. Bullet is undefeated. MVP is not undefeated. Obviously, Russia, England. Yeah, right. So, Michael Venom Page is also moving up. But that'll mean he'll have lighter man skill. He does have a longer reach. That is a crazy reach advantage I didn't think he had. He has longer legs. So this would be more of a longer fight. Rangier fight. What have I got for my notes here? Yeah, MVP is super fast for a welterweight. So imagine what Michael Venom Page... Bullet has never seen anything like Michael Venom Page. Never. And there was a fighter before who was like bouncing back and forth. Not like MVP, but more of a boxer. And he was just like starting to outbox him. He's defensively vulnerable, this Shara Bullet. I do think he's going to win this. MVP. MVP is going to win this, I do think. Shara does kick a lot too, like low leg kicks. He needs to press. Shara needs to press MVP. But he's always wide open when he does so to get hit with shit. I think MVP is going to outclass him, to be honest. I'm not very high on Shara Magomedov at all. And he's ranked, I think. He is ranked, I know he is. 14, 15 at welterweight. Yeah, he is ranked. I don't know why he's ranked. Yes or no, Bo Nickel deserves to be ranked more than him. Actually, straight up, let me check something on my phone. Is Bo Nickel ranked at middleweight? Because if Shara Magomedov is ranked and Bo Nickel isn't, that is crazy. He isn't. That is crazy. That is... What? Yeah. I'm going to go with MVP. I've never been that high in Shara Magomedov. I'm going to get hate for this from the Muslim fans, but let's be honest. I get you have the same beliefs, but Shara is not that good. If Shara has just some like wrestling credentials that we just don't know about, that was going to be horrible. Because I've watched some of his regional fights and he's never shot a takedown. And it's like, you do need wrestling against Michael Venom Page. He's like I wouldn't even say like a Kevin Owens. Like, he's better than a Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens just lays there and lets you do shit, unless he's like against a Hamzat where he's got to like move about and not get submitted and still get submitted. But yeah, Michael Venom Page, I think he's going to outclass him unless Shara Magomedov wrestles him. I really, really don't think Shara's going to wrestle him. Therefore, you're no longer going to be undefeated after this, not this weekend, next weekend. I'm recording this on the 24th. Yeah. I'm actually pretty confident with MVP as a pick. On to the core main of it, on to the feature fight of the night. Now, I've only just realised this on my second recording of this video because I fucked up the last one. Sergey Pavlovich, yeah, is longer than Janino Rosenstruck. 84-inch reach, which is crazy. 75 leg kick reach. What? And I did have Janino Rosenstruck winning. Like, I've put here, power, slow, ploddy boxer. Rosenstruck should be able to outstrike him using inside kicks and teep kicks. Be rangy, circling to his right, avoiding that right hand, because, not gonna lie, if I was fighting Pavlovich, I want nothing to do with that fucking right hand. I will literally run out of the cage. Despite of what Janino Rosenstruck looks like, he is actually pretty big in terms of muscle. I know he's fat, but he is strong too. He's not like a fat heavyweight. We'll get onto the fat heavyweights further down on the card. But I'm going to go with Jaina Rosenstruck, but now that I'm on my second recording this video and I've just realised that Sergey is actually longer, I'm not confident no more on this pick. I think it's a coin flip. He has got a long jab, Sergey. Everything he does comes off of his jab. So when he wants to jab cross, it's jab cross. If he doesn't start with anything different. He doesn't start with a leg kick. He doesn't come in with anything. It's always a jab. It's always a jab. So I guess, and it is heavyweight too. So either of these men could knock each other out. I'm gonna go Jaina Rosenstruck, but literally just by like the tiniest inch. I don't think he's gonna get this one. I really don't think he's gonna outclass him, but he could outclass him. He needs to use the Volkov plan and just stay away from him at all costs. Because if he lands, you're going to sleep. But there again, he landed on Volkov and he didn't go to sleep. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Jaina Rosenstruck. I think he wins this. Yeah. And he's very kind of fast for a heavyweight as well. Jaina Rosenstruck. He is kind of fast. But we'll get on to the next fight, which is... This is a good fight. Vinicius Oliveira and Said Nurmagomedov. Both strikers, but one does not know how to grapple, and the other one does know how to grapple. So I'm going to go with the one that does know how to grapple. Can you guess which one it is? Obviously it's Nurmagomedov. Look at his last name. I've looked through the records. Vinicius Oliveira's actually had a long amateur career too. 5'8", 5'9". So yeah, Vinicius Oliveira's slightly longer, which means it's easier to get takedowns on him. I'm gonna go with... Yeah, I don't even think this is a hard choice. I think I'm gonna go with Said. He better grapple. If he grapples, he'll win this one easy. If he doesn't, he's gonna get beaten up. So I'll go with Said Nurmagomedov, but we'll move on to the next fight. Let's kind of get this one going. Ikram Aliskerov versus Andre Muniz. Muniz is not going to out-grapple Ikram. Chimaev couldn't take this man down. I don't think you are, pal. You are defensively vulnerable. You come in and you do get clipped quite a bit. Ikram Aliskerov is very powerful, so I'm going to go with a second round KO. And yeah, he has two losses on his record, which are two good people. Ikram has lost to Robert Whittaker and Chimaev, two top ranked middleweights, which is not really saying much because middleweight is a terrible division. Moving on to Mohamed Naimov versus Kayan of Ufli. I don't know. I try to look for this guy's fights. Yeah. He fought in Tough, as you can see, and in Tough he did get knocked out. So I'm gonna have to go. I can't fight any other fights of him. It's literally all just. I've found one fight, and it's where he gets knocked out cold. So I'm gonna have to go with Naimov. Yeah. There's moments as well. That Santos he was fighting was out grappling him, and Naimov is just a grappler, a very boring one as well. We'll move on to the next one. Oh, it's prelim headliner of Shamil Gaziev versus Thomas Peterson. Let's go on this one. Just I can't take these fuckers seriously, man. He's 6'4". What? He has one loss to Jaina Rosenstruck, nothing to be ashamed of. He had cardiac arrest in that fight. Thomas Peterson's pretty shit, to be honest. He lost to someone else who's further down on the card. Yeah. Gimme Gaziev. I think Gaziev gonna win this one. I can't take his face properly, man. Like, what possesses these Gazievs, in the world, to have these beards where they are not even that, at least the other ones, they shave their head bald or they have a buzz cut that isn't partially balding. This guy shaved his tash but forgot to shave his head. because he's born. But yeah, this guy's lost to like Jamal, who's lower down on the card, and he is meh. This Jamal, he is decent, but he's not like high level. So we'll go on the next fight now because I'm kind of waffling. Abdul Karim Al Salwadi versus Orki. I'll just say Orki because I'm going to fucking butcher these names. I still can't believe we don't have George Hardwick in UFC, and this guy beat him. One fuck up. Let's get on. Let's have a look at the stats here. Let me look at my notes as well. So we know what Al Sawadi is. He's a fast, good footwork. He's a good little boxer, I guess. He's a good wrestler too on the regional scene. He was winning his last fight, to be honest with you. He was actually winning it. And then he was a knockout guy. He wasn't being defensively aware, and he got KO'd. What can you do? Orki is powerful, he's fast, he got good boxing, he's very patient. I'm going to go Orki round 2, and he has KO'd someone already who is very similar to Abdul Karim Al Salwadi. So, I'm going with Orki. Yeah. Terence McKinney versus Demir Havjevics. If you don't know, this is the guy who goes, well, you shouldn't have submitted me to Moicano. I'm going with Terence McKinney. He's super chinny though. He's super fucking chinny. So I'm very confused on this one. Yeah, as you can see, he hasn't fought since the old Venom shorts. The very first Venom shorts. He's more active, Terence McKinney. He is coming off a loss, and but you've coming off a loss and you haven't been in the cage for fucking ages, so you're probably going to lose this weekend and then you're going to get cut from UFC. I'll go Terence McKinney. Demir can't grapple. Terence McKinney is a fast, explosive wrestler, and I do think he wins. Faiz Zayam versus Mike Davis. Now, he is a good kickboxer, this Zayam, but his grappling is very fucking poor. So I'm going to go with Mike Davis, who is a literal wrestler. He's a very good wrestler, to be honest with you. Yeah. We'll go on to the shit break. Jasmine Judavicius, Myra Silva. I'm gonna go with Javicius. She's been in the cage more often and she's ranked. Surely you can beat this one. I don't predict women's fights because they're usually shite. Bogdan Grad versus Lucas Alexander. This is going to be a great fight, This has potential of being fight of the night. I'm going to go with Bogdan Grant, I think. Yeah, he's a good pressure boxer. Alexander Lucas is more of a long-range kickboxer, shit grappler though. But if he mixes in his takedowns, this Grad, he has fought in the Contender Series, the only fight I could find of him on the Fight Pass. If you mix in his wrestling, he'll definitely win. If he just strikes with him, then it's more closer. But this will be a very fucking good fight, this. Very good fight. Moving on to Hamadi, I'm not saying that, I can't even pronounce it, versus Jamal, another name I can't pronounce. He's undefeated, yeah, but I do have my notes down for his last 3 fights outside of the no contest in his last fight. 4-4, 3-2, 0-0. That's the people he's been beating, yeah, and the other 2 people on his record are nowhere to be found. Yeah, so I think this is pretty obvious. Jamal is gonna win. He's got fast hands. Yeah, you fought absolute cans from fucking Egypt. Fast hands boxing. Give me a Jamal. I'll take Jamal. Whereas you train United States, that means you'll be more advanced. You train Egypt, which will be literally just wrestling. To be fair, he did stuff take. I have not watched this Hamadi guy, because it was literally just them walking around in circles around the octagon and looking at each other. Jamal, for, or what's he called? Thomas Peterson stuffed his takedown. He's apparently a good wrestler, this Peterson, and he stuffed his takedown. So if he is from Egypt and is a wrestler, I don't think he takes him down. Yeah, I'm a give Jamal this win. I think this Jamal wins this. So in conclusion, I've got Jamal, Grad, Judah Vicious. I've got Mike Davis, Terence McKinney, Orky, Shamil Gaziev, Naimov, Ikram, Saeed. This is a coin flip. This is the coin flip of the card. I'm going to go with Roshan Struck Page, I think he outclasses Shara Bullet. I don't think he's that good. And I've got Imavov. And I'm going to get shit for this Imavov pick. I know I am. But I do think Imavov gets it done. As well, Izzy's not washed. Izzy is not washed. He looked really good against DDP. You know what? To be fair, he looked the best against anyone ever has looked against DDP. Sean Strickland actually jabbed and taped an entire fight while getting his head knocked back and forth and then complain about robbery. Was it close? Yes. Was it a robbery? No. But, yeah, Adesanya's looked the best against the champion so far, I think. And Imavov, I reckon he's up there. I think he beats him. There's just come the time in everyone's career where they start losing. And I do think it's Israel Adesanya's time for that. I don't think he's washed though. I think he's still got it. I wouldn't be surprised if he wins this fight. And reminds everyone who he is and all this type of cringe shit he always on about. But yeah, that's the video. Comment your predictions. Like the video. Please comment. It does boost it in the algorithm. And yeah, see you later.